In any case, the climax of this episode is, of course, God putting him into a deep sleep and then creating from his side the woman and bringing her to the man as his true companion. And in that episode, what Genesis says here is that when Adam encounters the woman, he says, she shall be called woman, in Hebrew Isha, because she was taken out of man, in Hebrew Ish. So there's a pun there that actually works in Hebrew and in English. It's kind of interesting. Like in English, the word man and woman have a kind of overlap there that reflects the unity of the two. And the Hebrew is the same. Ish, man, and Isha have an overlap that shows a certain unity to the human race, that the man and the woman are created one for the other. And then in that context, Genesis says, for this reason, a man leaves his father and mother and is joined to his wife. The two become one flesh. In other words, the institution of marriage is rooted in the order of creation itself. That's very important. The institution of marriage is not a human institution. It's not merely a human institution. It's a divine institution which God himself has ordained from the dawn of creation. And you can actually see that the author of Genesis is making that point because Adam doesn't leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife. Adam is created directly and immediately by God. Same thing for the woman. So when the author is describing a man leaving his father and mother, he's talking about contemporary marriage. Contemporary marriage goes back to the first union of the first Ish, the first man, and the first woman, the Isha. It's something that God does at the beginning of human history. It's not just something that human beings make up. And for that reason, then, Jesus responds by saying, if God makes two people into one flesh, then that divine action cannot be undone by mere human will or a mere human action. We don't have the power to undo what God has joined together.